One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. Music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life and to everything. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Love is a serious mental disease. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. Democracy is a charming form of government, full of variety and disorder, and dispensing a sort of equality to equals and unequals alike. The beginning is the most important part of the work. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. Dictatorship naturally arises out of democracy, and the most aggravated form of tyranny and slavery out of the most extreme liberty. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. A hero is born among 100, a wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. We are twice armed if we fight with faith. Thinking, the talking of the soul with itself. No one is a friend to his friend who does not love in return. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. The measure of a man is what he does with power. There will be no end to the troubles of states, or of humanity itself, till philosophers become kings in this world, or till those we now call kings and rulers really and truly become philosophers, and political power and philosophy thus come into the same hands. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. Courage is knowing what not to fear. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. The empty vessel makes the loudest sound. At the touch of love everyone becomes a poet. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. This city is what it is because our citizens are what they are. Attention to health is life's greatest hindrance. Nothing in the affairs of men is worthy of great anxiety. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help, and what they cannot. Science is nothing but perception. Rhetoric is the art of ruling the minds of men. Honesty is for the most part less profitable than dishonesty. Music is the movement of sound to reach the soul for the education of its virtue. Every heart sings a song, incomplete, until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find a song. At the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. Ignorance of all things is an evil neither terrible nor excessive, nor yet the greatest of all, but great cleverness and much learning, if they be accompanied by a bad training, are a much greater misfortune. Justice in the life and conduct of the state is possible only as first it resides in the hearts and souls of the citizens. Let parents bequeath to their children not riches, but the spirit of reverence. When men speak ill of thee, live so as nobody may believe them. Death is not the worst that can happen to men. Love is the joy of the good, the wonder of the wise, the amazement of the gods. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. Necessity, the mother of invention. The punishment which the wise suffer who refuse to take part in the government, is to live under the government of worse men. Knowledge without justice ought to be called cunning rather than wisdom. All men are by nature equal, made all of the same earth by one workman, and however we deceive ourselves, as dear unto God is the poor peasant as the mighty prince. To prefer evil to good is not in human nature, and when a man is compelled to choose one of two evils, no one will choose the greater when he might have the less. And what, Socrates, is the food of the soul? Surely, I said, knowledge is the food of the soul. Life must be lived as play. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.